Welcome to
Welcome.
episode number
I don't know, 59?
60.
60!
60 episodes.
Damn.
It should have taken us
A lot lesser time.
Yeah. But 60 episodes, Dashu.
Yeah, we were getting married and building a house and enjoying the slow life.
Yeah. Natasha was enjoying the slow life, yes, for sure. I also think, I'm just impressed that we've done this for 60 episodes, given that every week we see 59 views on YouTube.
That's not true.
It's growing.
It's growing.
It's growing, and we're really appreciative of that. The one person I miss is Matthew.
Yeah, where'd he go?
Matthew George, where are you? Come back.
Come back.
Tashu, I want to start the episode
Yeah.
by just talking about one thing.
Yeah.
So this week we had a couple of brand collaborations, and we got like a professional videographer. Great to work with Parth. You know who you are.
Yeah, because he's listening to us.
Could be. And the one thing I realized is that I have zero acting skill. And the
Yeah.
thing is, Natasha's like a great videographer and director and visionary, but she doesn't know how to work with talent as much. Like, she really shames me to a point where like I will cry like if she does it more. So,
It's
but
fun.
this-
It's fun bully,
but-
like pulling your leg.
yeah, but like Parth, who has been employed by this like enterprise,
Yeah.
he came in and he was so respectful. He was just like, I don't have the creative like influencer smile and like to like everything, like picking up a bottle of product, I would be like smiling and like joyous, and like while doing my like mixing my ingredients,
Yeah.
I'm not smiling, and
Yeah.
those are cues that both Natasha and Parth have given
Yeah.
me.
I mean, honestly, like, I can't even blame you because it's the most unnatural thing to do.
Yeah, but like I feel like I need to do that for entertainment. Like I was so disappointed with myself, and I was like, maybe if I go full time, one of the first things I should do is join like acting classes to like really like explore my emotions.
Fair. I do feel though that, like, having seen what it turned out to be, I much rather see your content in the most like your content way.
Yeah.
So I'm used to your aesthetic being a certain way. It's always flat lays, and I like that. And it's almost like, it's not like we've never shown your face. We do show it, and
Yeah.
like we did start to do more of like top and tail of videos being you. But like it was almost like a binging with Babish kind of thing,
Yeah,
where we would just
yeah.
see your hands do the
Yeah,
thing. So it's kind of cool.
I really like emanated the binging with Babish
Yeah.
style. The funny thing is, I actually started doing content before binging with Babish. I don't know if that's a
And now
flex
he's a
or
billion
not.
gazillionaire.
Yeah, it's not a flex.
I was also going to say that, like, the sad thing is that brands don't understand that every creator is different and every person has a different identity that they've worked towards creating,
Yeah,
and you can't always expect that everyone's going to do the same thing and deliver the same kind of like
yeah,
content to you, because like, one, the person's audience is not gonna see them the way they've always seen them, which is a problem. Two, it's not comfortable for everyone to be a certain way and do a certain thing. And three, who is to say that the way you're expecting content, brands, is nice?
yeah. Like that expectation that like the vision that we have is
Yeah.
the only.
Is the only
Is the
vision
only
and
vision.
is gorge.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's not. I'm so sorry. Cool. So, other than the fact that like we just discussed all of this, I do want to give some what's the word?
She can only. You can't do that, right? Like you have zero skill of like snapping your fingers.
The one thing I do want to say, actually, there are multiple things I want to say. One, our air conditioning is on because it's 45 degrees in Delhi, and if this episode is noisy, we apologize. Two, this frame in video is different from what you guys are used to seeing. It's because I couldn't bear to wear like pants or anything, so I'm in my very tiny sleeping shorts, and we had to frame them out for this episode to be PG-13.
Yeah.
And three,
think you only had 2 things.
I had a third about how I was looking. Everything's about me, but I don't remember it. Oh
Everything's
yeah.
about you
Oh,
always.
the previous episode. Whatever. The previous episode, I looked completely like disheveled, and this episode, I think I look better. Just my hair is nicer today.
Okay. Yeah.
And like,
You're gonna do another plug for Moxie Beauty, aren't you?
sure, I can, but wait. It's 45 degrees, but I wanted to look good for you guys, so my hair is down and I look normal. And my hair looks gorgeous today because of Moxie Beauty, who doesn't care that we keep talking about them. But for people who have unruly hair like mine, their leave-in conditioner once again is amazing. Try it. They actually have little sampler packs, so if you don't want to spend whatever, like 600 rupees buying the whole tube, you can just get like a sampler pack for like 300. Which
We're doing freaky marketing here, like why?
it's okay.
You really believe in this product.
We know the people who own the company. I actually met him that day when I went for the voting thing. I told you I met him.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and like, I just like the product. We don't care about doing freaky marketing if we genuinely like the product.
Yeah.
So then, just because KitchenAid doesn't see our videos, Archit, doesn't mean that you don't talk about KitchenAid. Huh? Or Oxo? Or
I actually don't talk about
Or
any of
Apple.
those products. I just buy those products.
whatever.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So anyway, wait. So let's tell people what we're talking about today, and then let's also tell you guys what we're going to talk about in the next episode because it's long overdue. Today we're talking about the Lost Table.
Yay!
Woohoo! Our second born, because our firstborn is our plant Monty, and
Who has died?
he's alive.
Who is about to die?
He's totally alive and thriving. He's in his teens right now.
Natasha, tell me the truth.
I'm gonna insert a fucking photo on your face of Monty for proof.
Natasha thinks she edits this episode.
I can if I want, I just don't want to. And the next episode is gonna be about the wedding. Big news is that we've been together, but we've been together for very long, but we've been married now for 6 months. It's a big deal. We both put out Instagram posts. Mine was funnier, but Archit's did better for some reason.
For some reason, yeah. She's so angry. She's like, my love is more, but you get all the love.
But I just want to say to the 92 people, and I'm 96 people, and I'm assuming that they were all women. Girlies, what the fuck is the matter with you? Why are you spreading hate? You cannot get him anyway. We're married, even though it's not legal. But I have a ring, and so does he. Show it to camera. Ring sisters.
Set context.
Context is that every time, and this has been happening for the last 5 years, almost 5 years, because we've been together for almost 5 years. Every time Archit posts content with me, he just gets unfollows. The day we posted about our engagement, he got 3,000 unfollowers, and I'm just like, I fail to understand the level of delusion where these women think that they will see people on Instagram and then like fucking marry them. I don't know, girl, that's 1 in a million. I got that opportunity. But just back off, okay? If you want to fucking unfollow him right now. But don't fucking do any post about me because this is fucking called love. Fuck you. So much for being PG-13.
Yeah, what the?
I was really angry, okay?
Natasha's watching too much Spitzvilla. This whole spiel is basically Mera Banda.
I just don't understand it, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like crying every time it happens because it's not your fault. And like
It's okay.
the expectation that people have of you is warped, but like it's not your fault if you want to talk about your personal life. And I see the amount of hard work you put into everything that you do, and then when shit like this happens, I have nothing but like hate for these people.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was
Nobody can fucking touch my man,
that
okay?
was deep.
Yeah. Cool, let's talk about the Lost Table.
I honestly wasn't expecting tears in this episode.
I was really-
She's about to get tears again.
I
God.
was really upset.
And I love that you hate this so much.
It's they're almost bullying you.
But it's okay.
It's not okay to be a bully.
It's okay. It's
It's only okay if I bully you when you're trying to like cut up some fucking bell peppers or something.
incorrectly.
And I tell you to smile. But this sort of bullying is not okay. Understood, ladies? Good.
The ladies you're screaming at right now
Are not watching this?
are not watching
Well,
this.
maybe.
And the ladies who are watching this are shipping us. So
Yeah, well,
you're
girlies-
screaming at the wrong people.
Okay, well,
Which
girlies.
is 100% of all the screaming you do. You know that, right? Like
But-
when you're on a road and then you rage and you scream at people who
Okay,
can't
can I
hear
say
you.
something? Can I say
But I
something?
can hear
Can
you.
I say something? So maybe that someone who's watching this show, this episode, puts out this episode and shares it, and then women haters see what she has posted and are like, okay, we understand. You know? You know?
Sure.
Change is slow, but it's positive always. In the bigger
Good
bigger
vibes.
scheme of things.
Good vibes only.
Yeah.
Natasha's doing the hang loose sign for audio listeners. Alright, so let's move to
The Lost Table.
The Lost Table. The Lost Table was pretty much Natasha's idea, as like the concept completely.
Not the concept, just the idea was mine.
Yeah, and
That we host people.
that we host people in our home. And my first thought was no, because I was like, how are you letting people into your home, Natasha? And then yeah, she really convinced me. We to give backstory, really, one of the things that's like really bothering me this year is like, how do I grow content as a lifestyle, as like my only job?
Yeah.
Because while I love the tag of being a full-time marketer and a part-time creator, like my bones are hurting now and my brain is going to like finish and blow up if I don't stop one of these things, because it's just while I love everything I do, I also like have to like switch off my brain, and I'm like conscious that I need to do that now more than ever, because we're now in a different stage of our lives. We have to think of like future responsibilities, whether that's a child or a dog or both. We don't know that yet, but
I do. It's gonna be dog first. Like the day I know I'm pregs, which is we're not planning right now, but the day it happens, I'm bringing a puppy home, and then the puppy's gonna get potty trained and grow up in 9 months, and then the baby will come home.
so there's going to be one puppy peeing and puking in the morning, in the evening, and then you with morning sickness as well.
But babe, puppies don't pee. I mean, yes, puppies pee, but they get potty trained very quickly, and they don't puke as much.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. And what are you there for?
that's true. What am I? Exactly, right? So like if I have to do these things, then I can't do other responsibilities. I have to like really streamline, and I want to do that.
He's blaming
So-
me, but the blame is not on me actually.
Yeah, it's on me. So
I mean, wait, I do want to add to that. Before we got married, the way Archit functioned was go to work, come back from work, take a half an hour mental break and physical break. Actually, no, wait. Wake up at 6 in the morning, work out, get ready in half an hour, go to work, come back, take a break for half an hour, and then start working on the blog. And then take a break for half an hour, have dinner, and then work on the blog, and then go to sleep. That was his like way of functioning. And I remember we talked about it, and you said that like, Natasha, you're gonna have to be okay with the fact that like this is how I work and this is how I function. But I feel like he's tried to make an active like what's the word I'm looking for?
decision.
Active attempt to change that, just so that like we have time together, and I am demanding in that way. So like I think that's also where it's all coming from, is that you aren't able to like dedicate as much time to the blog, and like I think it's fair because
Life
we-
can't
again,
just be that.
yeah, and again, like we have talked about it, and you said that like I can leave the blog and just let it die and stick to marketing and I'll be happy. But I am passionate about food more than I am about marketing, and if I don't see it through, even if it has to end eventually, at least like knowing that I've done it, I will not have any regrets in life. And I think that's like perfectly fine, and that's like the completely correct way to look at a situation, right? Like you can just stick on with marketing right now, but 10 years down the line you're gonna have regrets. Like you haven't done something, you didn't get a chance to do something you were extremely passionate about, and I don't think that like. And then like it's that, what is kosna in English?
Resentment.
You like resent all your life decisions, and I don't want you to go through that.
Yeah, and like worse, you resent someone else.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that like feeling that way then forces you to like start putting blame on other people. It's gonna impact our relationship or your relationship with anybody else, and I don't want that for you. So even though this is a big leap of faith, and like we talk about it like every second day, if not every day, it's totally fine. Like,
yeah, and like again, like I'm not leaving, turning full time anytime soon. Like I think we're still like very cautious about that, but we're talking about it because I think if we talk to people, if we talk just more openly about it, it becomes more of like a community driven conversation. It's something that I'm sure a lot of people are thinking about, like what is their career, is that career really defining all that they are? And that's really like why this has even come up, is because if all the things that I've done, the piece that I do here, which is like do two podcasts, run a website, run Instagram, try to run YouTube, shoot content, think about brands and marketing in a very unique way. It really utilizes the skill sets that like I've actually spent 7 years developing, and I really enjoy using all of them. And then there is any job where you do get like filtered down to very specific roles, and you do very specific things, and you do them for very specific people, for a very different audience, and that may not be the audience that you enjoy engaging with. So I think that's also where a lot of this is coming from, is that there is an opportunity that a lot of people don't have, which is to literally do what they think that they dream they want to do. So yeah, I mean it's unique, and it's privileged in many ways, and I can't lose the privilege. So with that in mind is why we started the Lost Table. The Lost Table is a venture, honestly, to just build
VC bro.
It's another way of like figuring out how can we make a revenue stream which is more reliable than just like brand collaborations. It's also a way to honestly showcase food. I'm a food content creator, but I spent so much time making food and describing it that I don't think many people have even eaten what I make. So it's hard for me to even know, like, am I making good food? And for audiences, like for all of you who sit here and listen to us and listen to Natasha yap about Spritzvilla things, and no, I'm not scratching your back. We're on a podcast.
It's called Third Wheel. They are my third wheel.
Tell your third wheel to scratch your back. I think that whole like piece of like what it is that I lost my entire chain of thought because of anyway, I got it.
You were saying I make so much food and I don't know if it's good, and you guys haven't eaten it, and this is a way to
feed you.
Yeah. And we want to meet you guys. We want to talk to you, and I think like somewhere one of the reasons I thought of this was just like it's so difficult to meet people in our city, and like-minded people, or like it's so difficult to like make adult friendships, and this is a great way to just like get to know someone. If you click, then like you're probably gonna want to hang out again. So like that way it's just kind of cool. It's a fun activity that you can have. And like these are picking up, but it's still so slow. So like, why not add to that pool, and see where that goes?
We're all like, just in the last week, we've used so many different like, we've become so much more creative of how we can reach out to people, how to like plan food, how to like think about recipes. A lot of the things that we all is like at least I aspire to do. I'm doing, and I'm really like excited by that. So it's a really fun concept. Yeah, like I'll give you. Do we do like a breakdown of what Lost
Yeah,
Table is?
absolutely.
Cool. So the Lost Table is 6 people that come over for a weekend. Sorry, a week.
A sleepover party at the house.
They come over
for
on
lunch.
on lunch or dinner. Like right now, it's all lunch. For a 4-course menu. It's a prefix menu. It's all the fun things that I've enjoyed cooking, making content around throughout my last 7 years, but also like newer elements, fun things that like I think of, and sometimes you can't make the content around it just because it's either a really long recipe, it's confusing, but it's and we know it won't perform well, but we can always like feed you guys that food because that food is available. It's something that is
Yeah.
great to eat. So that's really like the concept of the thing. It's 6 people who sit on our dining table. We serve them food in nice fancy plates that we spend a lot of time like actually planning out and finding them. And then the menu itself is not surprisingly small portions at all. Unlike
We're Desi's.
unlike most like fixed
Tasting
menu
menus.
tasting menus,
Yeah.
they're very small items, and by the end of it, you have space enough to like go and get like one Ready Wali ice cream, like
I was gonna be like
top it off.
Maharaja Mac from McDonald's.
No, I don't know. I don't know. So it is like it's good portion sizes. The last one, or rather the first one that we had, we got a really fun crowd. They were just like super sweet. A couple of them knew how supper clubs worked, or like these like pop-ups work.
Poppins candy.
Poppins candy. And so it was great to have everyone here.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just like it was started at 1:30, it ended like at 4:30. So like it was 3 hours of like fun times. We sat with everyone, chatted, and I think it was something that we found so much love from that we were like, we have to replicate this
Yeah.
and build this into something that is repeatable. That's something that we can always enjoy with more and more people.
Yeah, and I feel like it was we also just got to learn so much about just like trying to run a kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying we ran a kitchen, but like we got to do that. We found like chunks of our time during the week that we just spent doing stuff for the
Yeah.
pop-up, which otherwise would just be spent in us like watching TV
Yeah.
or something. And then the funniest one of all, it doesn't seem like it, but we're not very like extrovert. At least Arjun actually doesn't seem like an extrovert at all. He does give introvert vibes, but like even I don't like to go in, like I don't feel comfortable making conversation with people if I don't know them and stuff like that. But
Which is really surprising. I find that surprising.
Yeah.
Even today, I find that
it's
surprising.
true. Like you,
Yeah, but
I'm nice.
she's so good with people. It's so hard to be like, how are you so
Yeah,
good
I'm a
and
people's
attentive?
person.
Like all of that is there.
Yeah,
and
but
then-
I'm just I will never go out of my way to do it.
yeah.
And the day of the pop-up, the two of us were like in the kitchen, and it was just like a constant like, you go, no you go, no you go, but like we both went and we both chatted, and it was nice, and like it wasn't that difficult once you like just break through that
Yeah.
initial like wall.
Yeah.
So I think it was like a good lesson for us, and just like understanding ourselves better and
Yeah.
like growing at a deeper level. So
Yeah.
that was kind of nice.
Yeah. And like every time that we'll do it, I know I will constantly feel anxious. I'm already thinking about it. I know some of the people who are coming for the next one, and as in like we know some things about them because they fill out a form, and I'm like, oh god, like
Queenie! No, I'm kidding.
yeah, like I'm always like, oh, will they vibe? I hope that they enjoy themselves. Like I'm like really like worried about those things, and I really don't need to be.
Yeah. Anyway, quick rapid fire I forgot the word.
Rapid.
Quick rapid fire because I only have 4 minutes before my call. So one, how can somebody come to the Lost Table?
They can follow me and figure out and find out from all the little content pieces that we do about launch dates. They are going to be interspersed every month. We aim to do 2 of them. They will always be on a weekend, so just keep on following me. I also have an interest form. I'll put it up into our links for all of our shows for you to sign up, and so that you get email blasts whenever there's a new event.
Okay, it had to be rabbit.
Sorry.
Rabbit.
Rabbit fire. Yeah.
It had to be rapid, not a rabbit.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Will your menu be changing constantly? Will our menu be changing constantly?
Yes, our menu will change. There are going to be fixed items throughout seasons. So right now we're doing summer seasons, and there are going to be specific flavors for that. But as the seasons change, we will also change our meals.
Cool. Who all can attend the Lost Table?
Anyone.
Everyone.
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 Everyone can attend.
Children, grandmas, come
Yeah.
over. I don't know about grandmas. I feel like the first course will really just send them. Like I can't imagine my nanny trying to chop down that cracker.
Yeah.
Or like even she won't even be able to eat the tacos. Like, grandmas, come give us your love.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. What's your favorite thing about the current menu?
My favorite thing right now, I really love our cocktail. It's a picante. It's a take on a Soho house drink based on tequila and really like spicy chilies. We've done the same thing, but we reconstituted the cocktail materials other than the alcohol into an ice cube that we drop into the cocktail. So essentially throughout the meal, you can have 2 drinks if you drink it slowly.
Yeah. Basically, as you keep sipping the ice keeps melting, instead of diluting your drink, it just adds more flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I tell you what my favorite thing is?
Yeah.
Okay, other than the cocktail, actually, our entire menu somewhat touches on like citrus and orangey notes more than all other citrus, and
Yeah.
I think that's really cool because like you're tasting that specific thing in each meal. So we do oranges, and then through each dish, you do have a hint of orange, like a note of orange, plus our table decor, which I
Yeah.
will definitely try and recreate for this new one.
Yeah, Natasha's been so instrumental, guys, in throughout the process. A lot of this has happened because of Natasha. So, big round of applause to our creative director,
I'm so
producer,
humble, I don't know what to
stylist,
say.
and I hope that to see you. We do have 2 slots open, but at the time of this recording, if you see it soon
Yeah.
enough, just I'll add the links to our show notes so you can have access to it, and do come along.
Yeah, we'd love to see the pod fan.
Yeah, the pod fan is such a core fan.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. That was quick. We will do another episode right after this, after an hour, but so my hair will look the same, my face will look the
Yeah, I
same.
don't know why you're telling me.
Maybe I'll do a shirt change.
Do a shorts change.
Maybe you should do a shirt change as well.
No, I'm not really sure.
Okay, well, anyway, we hope to see you guys soon, and thank you.
Bye.